Business Network. Nigeria's dynamic economy, arguably the largest in Africa, is experiencing a mix of growth and challenges. Despite recent data indicating a GDP growth rate of 3.84% in Q4 2024, inflation, insecurity, foreign exchange scarcity, and multiple taxation, infrastructural development among others still affects the expected growth. In this intricate environment, however, innovative leaders are finding ways to thrive. Welcome to Corporate Business Network, a platform where Nigeria's top business minds unpack the true state of the economy, share strategies for success, and showcase the resilience and leadership that keep Nigerian businesses moving forward. Join us as we explore the issues that shape the nation's economic landscape and uncover the opportunities that drive collective growth. Corporate Business Network.
As far as the government is concerned, I think a lot of them are traveling far abroad, come and buy back and forth and all that. They know how it works there, and they know better policy to put in place that will be, allow for growth as far as Nigeria is concerned. So a simple policy that will be friendlier, so that at least the small scale business can thrive and other even well-established business can still maintain their status and maintain their standards. So by so doing, definitely everything is going to work fine, but it's just that they just neglect to do the needful. So if they do the needful, definitely everything is going to work fine, and then business can move forward and everybody can, can do better in their respective business. I believe everything is consistency. So, they should understand why they want to start in the first place. And when they started, they should ensure they do close monitoring and then do a risk management. So whatever they want to venture into, they should consider at least the risk in it. By so doing, I think everything is going to work fine for them. By the grace of God, which our vision is to go around the world, we still keep trying to create more branches around the world. So like I rightly said, our documentation for that of Canada has just been completed. By this month, we're going to commission it. So in the next 5 years, at least 5 more branches around the world aside from Nigeria, by God's grace. Definitely, we are very, very concerned about the quality of delivery service we render, and our team are actually there day in, day out. We do a quality check to be sure that at least the quality of our services remain the same, and we don't adjust or probably amend whatever that will make our customers to be looking like probably we are not, having complaints. Let me use that word. But then, because of the quality service we render, I promise you, any of our customers that try as well will definitely come back. It has been our standard anyway, at interval that we have any occasions or any celebration or what have you, we tend to, give out, we allow some portion of money for the less privileged. We do it over time and we are not stopping. As today is my birthday, so we even looking at least set about ₦1 million outside to the less privileged to pay people that are unable to, they cannot afford to pay their student school fee respectively. We have been doing that over time, and then we are still going to do it today by God's grace. My name is Olaniyan Adekunle Sunday. Was born from Ibadan. I came from Ibadan, Oyo State precisely, and I'm a graduate of Osun State Polytechnic Ire in the Department of Computer Engineering. And I have so many other certifications as far as it's concerned, and then in the logistic business and all that. So we've done a lot of certification, and I am a father of 2 boys. And funny enough, about 2 days ago was my first son's birthday. So we share the same month and just 2 days interval. And to the glory of God, tomorrow is my mom's birthday too. So we dominate August, and we thank God for everything so far.
Business Network.
Atop Projects Limited is a construction company and real estate development company. We are into construction and we are into real estate. Then we had facility management. So we render the service of facility management at the same time. So as you can see, we have a lot of projects ongoing and we have delivered a lot of projects for individual clients and then corporate organization. So that is what the company has been established. These are 10 years of which we have been operating now. And since then, everything is, thank God, everything is moving. We have delivered a lot of projects, as I said earlier. In the industry is not an easy industry. First and foremost, especially the construction, when you are getting contracts, it's not as easy because you need a lot of experience to package together. You need a professional that will support you because you cannot do it alone. It's a very large industry that will need different professionals to partner with you in order for you to succeed. And at the same time, to get all those guys to believe in your vision is not an easy task. Again, no people, not people that have other minds. People that have the same mind you have, they want to push the company to keep going on. It's not an easy task, but at the same time, we'll be able to get some, and with the help of those guys supporting us, it makes the journey easier a bit. And at the same time, the environment we find ourselves in Nigeria, and so on and so forth. So it makes it difficult a bit because it's not easy to get contracts. You have to get this documentation before you pilot of the year of experience, what you have done before that we made them to convince that you can be able to deliver, and so on and so forth. So it's not a really easy task, but so far so good. We could be able to accomplish that. We have overcome that. And at the same time, when you talk of real estate, our vision is, because we started as a contractor building house for people. So we see how people are suffering, especially in real estate. People buy house, they could not be able to get what they pay for. There's some people that will not be able to get that. In fact, the project they pay for, they will not be able to get it. The quantity they pay for, they will not be able to get it. We see houses collapse, especially in Lagos. We see so many things that is happening. The government is trying their best to make sure that they regulate it, but I think it's not enough because of the number of people that is in the business. So we see all these things, we decided that we should venture into the real estate in order to correct this error, and that is how we venture into it. We make sure that we do all the documentation perfectly, and then with the government, and at the same time we get a very competent hands to handle the project on site. At the same time, I'm also a professional, and I have my team at the same time. So we monitor everything we do one after the other to make sure that we do it according to the design and the specification being given to us. to change the mindset of the people that have been subscribing to real estate, to make sure that Nigeria will still have a good people who is trustworthy to venture into, especially because everybody wants to buy property. So our core value is to make sure that we change the mindset of the people, that the industry is still deliver. One of the things that stands us out is, as I said earlier, especially in real estate, we are not just a business mind real estate, like people who gather money from other sources or they have opportunity of getting money. They just look at what can I do to get more money, and they venture into real estate without having ideas, how it's run, the professionals' ideas, and so many things. They just venture into it. That's the reason why we're having issues in the real estate sector. But our own, what makes us stand out, number one, we make sure that we do the due diligence on the land before we even start designs. We do the soil test, we do our design basically on the soil test. Then before we commence work, we make sure that we submit to the necessary authority like government agency for getting approvals. Then when we get our approval, that's when we move to site. Then when we move to site, we make sure that we do every testing of everything we do compared to other. What other is all after is they'll just want to deliver and get their money and leave. Then another thing is we make sure that we do a full service estate. Why? Because we want the client to have rest of mind, because we are providing the service. It means that we are both occupants in the estate for the rest of the estate. So which is making us stand out from others. When you do the right thing and people see it, you don't need to compete with others, so people will surely come to you. So what I'm trying to do is I make sure that I get attention to details. I make sure that I deliver according to the specification. I don't have any issue with anybody. So no matter, even though if I'm inside under the ground, people that wanted to buy the quality will still look for us. So I don't see it as something that I need to fight before I get it done. So because it's our hygiene, it's our DNA, this is what we have been doing. So we do it perfectly. Yes, we have Prime Home. As you can see, the name of the estate is Prime Home. The Prime Home is registered under the CAC, Corporate Affairs Commission, and is what we are just trying to build, because the name of our estate now will be bearing Prime Home Estates all over. We can have Prime Home 1, Prime Home 2. So Atop project is just a model of the estate. Because Atop project is into facility management, is into contracting work, is into real estate. So it's a model that now diversify in a different way. So from it, that's when we have Prime Home. So for now, we are still trying to register a facility management company and so on and so forth.
Business Net.
So in the next few years, we are looking that things would have gotten a bit more organized in the country. So we are looking at a situation whereby people can ship from the comfort of their homes, and we'll be the one facilitating such deliveries, that even individuals, because we deal majorly with businesses now, but we want a situation whereby from the comfort of your home, you can pick your phone, you can just, on an app or something, just request a delivery and it gets anywhere you want it. So that's what we are looking at, that we should be able to cover Nigeria more effectively give same-day deliveries more priority, and be able to network and work with a lot more partners. We have a few partners on board, but we are thinking that we'll be a better aggregator in the next few years. So they should know that we are always true to ourselves. We are always consistent. We give best. We treat our customers fairly. They should know that they can trust us, because trust is our own currency here in what we do. They can trust us that anytime, and we're always available to attend to issues, because in the line of business that I do, it's about complaints. People just have to complain about something, and the fact that we know that we are service oriented, so our customers should know that we'll continue to be service oriented. We're always available to solve their problems at any point in time. We do a bit of outreach with churches that we work with. That when they are young entrepreneurs that want to start up, we give them guidance, we counsel people on how to go about it. So the things I personally didn't have, the mentorship that I didn't have about how to do business in the country and all that, what works here, we give back that way. So we organize free seminars, we teach people on how to be successful business, not the ones that you pay for. It's just free. It's a free service through the churches and all that, and we support people that way. And the few people that have come to us with proposals on what they want to do, we encourage them as well too, and we support them. The dollar exchange rate has been hectic. It's been very hectic, but in every situation as an entrepreneur, you have to find opportunities. So the fluctuating rate was because right now the rates are a bit stable. For businessmen, once there's stability, then you can do business. When it was going up and down, it was difficult doing business. Right now, the purchase price for a single dispatch bike is over ₦1 million. And when we started this business years back, a bike was worth 60,000 naira. To buy a whole bike with the helmets, with everything, was worth 60,000. Now for a regular dispatch bike, you're spending over $1 million to get that. That's exchange rate for you. In construction, we can say a few years back, a bag of cement was maybe 3,000, thereabout 2.8. Now a bag of cement is over 10,000. So these are fluctuations at the exchange rate cost. But once there's stability, it allows for planning. So if I know that now, with the way the FX rates are, that I know that, okay, in the next 6 months, I'm not expecting more than a 5% to 10% depreciation or fluctuation in the value, it allows me plan and buy goods and, prepare ahead. If I want to even replacement parts for the bikes, buying new bikes, I can project and plan. And it reflects on the cost that I push to customers as well. But if the rate is up and about, it disturbs planning. It's just terrible for business. But we thank God that things, even though the exchange rates are still high, but at least it's stable. I will try to, I know you can try, you can't get the two at the same time, the low rates and stability, but at least if it's stable, then we can start building from there.
Business Network.
Our vision is to be an exceptional business whose aim is to promote the sustainable growth of export and import. Get that? Sustainable export and import, and to sustain the interest of my clients and build synergy and lasting partnership with a common goal. And our aim is to sustain growth in export and import. Like I told you initially, I don't just want to collect money from you. I want to do business for you, and I want that business to continue. And I want you to give me another customer. I can't be everywhere, but if you see my job, you like it, just like what I'm wearing, if you like my outfit, definitely you ask for my designer, and I can refer you to her or him. So. I'm a woman that I've just found myself in men's world. And one of the things that I said has actually helped me and made me to stand out is sincerity. In this part of the world, we don't really like sincerity. We claim to like it, but it's not that when we see it, we value it. We face some unseen delay most times. Don't forget, the airlines, we don't have Nigerian carrier, and all those airlines, they are majorly passengers flights. For you to have a cargo flight come from abroad to come and cargo in Nigeria, we are talking about 40 tons. And that can only be for organization that is into real business. That is the one we can do for. So one of the things that make me to stand out is that I don't bend my rules. If it is no, I will tell you no. I won't start trying to lie to you because I want to collect the money from you. I'm just going to tell you the way it is. I'm not in competition with anybody. I'm not. Because if I'm in competition with anyone, I will lose focus. If I try to be in competition with anybody, then I will lose my integrity because of doing that. So I'm not in competition with anybody. I'm just running my race. Most of our clients, companies abroad, they will need me to be their representative when they need to speak with producer or manufacturer in Nigeria. So I act as a middleman between them. And everything about Loma, everything about other business that I do, is woven around logistics. For instance, there was a time one of the people I work for, they needed something in their nation, and they need me to get them Nigerian fabrics. They are not coming in. I'm the one that went in search of Nigerian prints, company that produce fabrics in Nigeria, negotiate with them on their behalf, do series of meetings to make sure that this is the sample, this is this, this is that. So I got that done and still cargo it for them.
The logistics sector, first of all, is improving. It's improving, and there's still room for improvement. Although the market is saturated, but as someone in the business, you just have to find a unique way to set yourself apart from the rest. But for the logistics sector in Nigeria, so far so good. It's been improving. it's been improving year in, year out. Because I can't say how it used to be last year is the same way it is now, because the government is trying in their own way to see how to give us like a soft landing in terms of ease of business, and also to try and integrate different parastatals under the logistic chain to make it easy for agents to work and profit from the business. So far it's been okay. First of all, the exchange rate, the volatility of the exchange rate is one of the major factors. Secondly, the bottlenecks at the port, different agencies, duplicity of functions. So those are another major challenge for service provider. But I am sure the government has listened, and in due time those will be sorted out. But for now, those are just the major challenges that we face. In so many ways, because sometimes you go get a job, maybe you submit a proposal at certain rates, so they commit you to start the job. So in the middle of the job, while you are doing because you want to pay your partners abroad to ship in something, as at the time you are paying for that shipment, the rates would have gone up. You can't go back to the customer again, so you just have to dig in deep, maybe in your profits, to make sure you deliver the shipment. So it's also a factor. Sometimes when you bring in shipment, your initial budget for that shipment will change due to dollar rates going up, and it's just it will affect the whole operation. So it's a very big factor. It's a very big problem. But recently we've been having some level of stability. So with that, you can be able to plan, can be able to submit good proposals, and if it stays that way, you can deliver without issue. To create a friendly environment, you need to, first of all, into consideration what the agent
Corporate Business Network.